Hello student. Hello student. How are you all? All good and fine, fit and healthy? Good. Good morning students. Very good morning Swati, Suman, Bittu, Akansha, Praful, Samir. See, I remember all the students' name. I'm good at remembering the name of the students, right? Yes. So, let's begin with our class. है ना? Yes. So students, this is bottle, and if I look into this bottle, then how, which part of our organ, my organ, is working? Or if you look around yourself, if you will able to see me, then which part of our organ helps us to see? Yes, that is eye, right? This is the part through which we can see anything. I can see you clearly. I can see you, your beautiful smile, beautiful face, because of the eye only, right? Because of this only. Yes. Now, what will happen, students, if we don't have an eye? What's the use of this eye? Yes. Come on. Okay. Yes, with the help of the eyes, we can see things clearly. We can look around ourselves. We can see other people. Even we can see ourselves. Yes, so it's very important for the role of eyes is very important for us, right? In every organ of the body. Yes, good. Now watch. We will watch one video, student.
Sometimes while writing my newsletters, I tend to type so fast that there are spelling errors or some of my sentences just sound confusing.
Eye is spherical in shape and is about 2.3 centimeters in diameter. We will be able to see a thing when light falling on that object reflects to our eyes. That means the light should enter our eyes. How does it enter our eyes? It enters through the cornea. Cornea is the front bulged transparent part of the eye. Most of the refraction for the light rays entering the eye takes place at the cornea. The light then falls on crystalline lens through the pupil. If very bright light enters into our eyes, the inner parts of the eye may get damaged.
Yes, students. Now tell me what you have observed. Yes, what you have observed in this video. Yes, come on. Yes, Bittu, what you have observed? Okay, you have observed about eye. That's good. Suman, what you have observed? That with the help of the cornea. Okay, fine, good. And what you have observed, Swati? Yes. That with the help of the retina, we are able to see the objects clearly, right? Yes, very nice, very nice. Okay, so the human eye is like a camera. Its lens system forms an image on a light sensitive screen called the retina. Okay, inside the eye we have a retina through which we can form an image. Whenever any image is forming now, beside us, behind us, then in front of us, then retina captures that image. It's like a camera. What we are doing, student, in camera also we are taking a picture, click. Yes, that thing only that the same things happen with retina only. Retina also, in retina, if something is there in front of that will click the picture. Retina will click the picture and we will able to see that image. Okay, so light enters the eye through a thin membrane called the cornea. How light enters the eye? First of all, even in the dark we cannot see, right? That is right. Even retina also can't click picture in the dark. camera was the same na? Yes, the same way when the light enters in the eye, then only retina collect the picture and we are able to see. And when light enters in the through a thin membrane called the cornea. Okay, it forms the transparent bulge on the front surface of the eyeball. The eyeball is approximately spherical in shape with a diameter of about 2.3 centimeter. Most of the refraction for the light rays entering the eye occurs at the outer surface of the cornea. The crystalline lens merely provides the finer adjustment of focal length required the focus objects at different distances on the retina. Okay, every time there must be a different distance, so that I have to adjust. Okay, that the lens here is a lens that is called as a crystalline lens that provides the fine adjustment. Before we click the picture, we have to adjust na, or just randomly we'll click. No, na, we have to adjust that the picture will come correctly or not. Perfect sizes are there. Yes, you all like to click the pictures, right? Photos of yours or your friends or your environment. Lots of things are there. So same things, fine adjustment of focal length required to focus objects at different distances on the retina. We find a structure called iris behind the cornea. Okay, behind the cornea there is another thing is there, that is iris. Okay, yes. So iris is a dark muscular diaphragm that controls the size of the pupil, and the pupil regulates and controls the amount of the light entering the eye. Okay, what's the function of the pupil? Pupil regulates the control of the amount of light entering the eye. The eye lens forms an inverted real image of the objects on the retina, and the retina is a delicate membrane having an enormous number of light sensitive cells. The light sensitive cells gets activated upon illumination and generate electrical signal. These signals are sent to the brain via the optic nerves. The brain interprets this signal and finally process the information so that we perceive objects as they are. Okay, any doubt, students? Retina is a very delicate membrane, okay, having an enormous number of light sensitive cells. Pupil or adjusts the lights, the amount and control how much light should enter in the eye so that our eyes will be protected, right? Yes. And finally the functions of the brain interprets this signal and finally processes the information so that we perceive objects as they are, exactly they're looking like, right? Yes. Now students, why do you have two eyes for vision and not just one? Why God has given us two eyes, not one? What's the reason? Okay. All right. Yes, Bittu, you are correct, because if one eye is there na, then it's difficult to collect informations or difficult to capture the image, right? Basically it will be difficult for the retina, yes, and for the cornea. All the things will be difficult if we have only one eye, then yes. Nice. Now the pupil regulates and controls the amount of light entering the eye. True or false, student? Yes. The pupil regulates and controls the amount of light entering the eye. True or false? Yes. Yes, Bittu. Samir, Praful and Sneha left. Quickly response. Very good. All are right. So answer is true. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Now students, have ever your teacher or your ma'am, your parents have told you to watch phone or TV in a distance, not just close to your just eyes or like this? They always have told you to see that to see in distance, to sit distance. If don't sit in front of the TV or mobile, don't use mobile for a long time. Yes, has anyone told you? Yes. Okay, yes, very good. Why they are saying like this? I mean, what's the reason? Why we can't sit and see in front of like this, in front of this? Why we can't see in the near distance? What's the reason? Why your parents have told this? Have you ever not asked from your parents that why they are telling us not to sit in front of the TV? If you will see in front of the TV, just near to the TV, then we can see clearly. Haven't you asked, student? Yes? Okay. Bittu parent told that it will give pressure to your eye. Okay, fine. Yes, Suman parents were told. Yes? Same? Swati? Sneha? Praful? Same? Because it will affect your eyes, right? Good. Okay. Now students, what you have to take? You have to take a notebook. Okay? To just in front of it, or a newspaper. Just keep in front of your eye, close to your eye, and try to read it. Okay? Like I will do. Like this, if I will read. Come on, quickly. Like do. Read. Try to read. Yes, Swati. Please try to read in front of, close to your eyes. Yes, come on. Get the most out of your printer. Yes, so what you have feel, students? I feel something happen in this part when I read that get the most of your printer. I have some pressure in this portion, and due to that I felt something. So what you have felt, student? Come on, share your experience. Okay, you have also felt the same. Yes, Swati, your eyes. Yes, oh yes, that's true. That is why your parents told you to not read newspaper or books or TV or phone. Don't see in the front, because that will affect your eyes, your brain portion. Okay? Yes, they will feel strain on their eyes. So, the ability of the eye lens to adjust this focal length is called as the accommodation. Okay, power of accommodation. However, the focal length of the eye lens cannot be decreased below a certain minimum limit. To see an object comfortably and distinctly, you must hold it about dash centimeter from the eyes. Yes. Have you ever heard that we should see that centimeter from the eye? Yes, come on. 23. No. Come on. 25. Very good, Praful. Yes. So to see an object comfortably and distinctly, you must hold it at about 25 centimeter from the eyes. 25, that means I think this much. Yes, I can read it very nicely. Even you all can try. Just keep this much distance between you and paper, right? Just try it. Yes, come on. Get the most out of your printer. Your print is not connected to a network. Yes, I feel so comfortable, students, while reading. And how you have felt when you read at the distance of the 25 centimeter? Yes? Okay, you have felt comfortable. Okay, very nice. Yes, Bittu, no strain in the eye. That's nice, student. Yes. So the minimum distance at which objects can be seen most distantly without strain is called the least distance of distant vision. Okay, it is also called as the near point of the eye. For a young adult with normal vision, the near point is about 25 centimeter. We are young, we are adult, so for us 25 centimeter is very good, is better, right? The farthest point upon which the eye, a point up to which the eye can see object clearly, is called the far point of the eye, right? Objects we can see in the near, that is called near point of the eye, and the objects which we can see in the distance, that is called the distant point or far point of the eye. It is infinite for a normal eye. This is normal eye. Okay, yes, you may note here a normal eye can see objects clearly that are between 25 centimeter and infinity. An eye can see clearly between 25 centimeter and infinite. Alright, the eye lens is composed of a fibrous jelly-like material. Yes, whatever the eye lens are there, na, that is jelly-like material, fibrous. Like it's now when we touch na this portion, then we felt like watery, right? Yes. So its curvature can be modified to some extent by the ciliary muscles. The change in the curvature of the eye lens can thus change its focal length. Okay, if we will change the curvature of the eye, then it will change the focal length also. When the muscles are relaxed, the lens became thin. When we close our eyes, then the lens will become thin, right? Thus its focal length increases. This enables us to distant objects clearly. When you are looking at objects closer to the eye, the ciliary muscles contract. This increases the curvature of the eye lens. The eye lens then becomes thicker. Consequently, the focal length of the eye lens decreases. This enables us to see nearby objects clearly. Okay? Any doubts, students? Feel free to ask. Okay? If you face any kind of difficulty, you can stop me in between and can ask anything. Alright? Yes. Now, what happens in cataract, students? Yes. What happens in cataract? Come on. Yes, right. In cataract, we are not able to see the objects clearly. Right. You are right. Yes. Now, the change in focal length of the human eye is caused due to ciliary muscles, pupil, cornea, iris. The change in focal length of the human eye is caused due to ciliary muscles, pupil, cornea, iris. Yes. Come on. Yes, student. Yes, Bittu. Yes, come on. Yes, ciliary muscles. You are right. Now, students, have you ever objects, if they have seen people with any kind of visual impairment. Have you ever seen students, any kind of students, people, person, or grandparents? Have you seen any visual impairment? Yes. Okay. Okay, Bittu, Suman, Praful have seen. Okay. So what happened to that visual impairment student? Yes. Yes. Okay. You have seen blind people or people who are not able to see clearly. Okay, fine. That's great. Yes. So students, now tell me what happens if you enter from a bright light. Okay, see, this is a bright light. If this light will get dim, then how you will feel, no? Then what happens? Yes, you will not be able to see anything. Yes, but after some time they are able to see everything, right? If we are coming from the sun, from the outside, whenever we are coming from the sun and enter into the light, normal light, then we are facing problem. Now we are not able to see anything, but after some time we are able to see, right? Yes, good, right. Yes, students. So when you are not clearly able to see objects clearly for some time, when you enter from a bright light to a room with dim light, like from sunlight to a dim light, after some time, however, you may be able to see things in the dim light room. The pupil of an eye acts like a variable aperture whose size can be varied with the help of the iris. When the light is very bright, the iris contracts the pupil to allow less light to enter the eye. However, in dim light, the iris expands the pupil to allow more light to enter the eye. Thus, the pupil opens completely through the relaxation of the iris. Okay? So understood, students, why we are facing problems when we come from the bright sunlight to the dim light room? Yes, understood? Yes? Because the pupil of an eye acts like a variable aperture whose size can be varied with the help of the iris. Yes. And when the light is very bright, the iris contracts the pupil to allow less light to enter the eye. And however, in dim light, the iris expands the pupil to allow more light to enter the eye. Thus, the pupil opens completely through the relaxation of the iris. Alright? Yes. Now, what do you think happens in visual impairment, student? What do you think? What happens in visual impairment basically? Yes? Okay. Yes, they are not able to see things, they are not able to see objects clearly. Visual impairment might be that person not be able to see near or far, right? Yes, very good. Some are blind also, some have many other kinds of problems. So right. Now, straight true or false, student? The pupil of an eye acts like a variable aperture whose size can be varied with the help of the iris. Yes, straight true or false? The pupil of an eye acts like a variable aperture whose size can be varied with the help of the iris. Bittu and Sneha left. Yes, Bittu. Quickly respond. Yes, it's true. Good. Now let's end our class today. We have studied about different parts of the human eye, different structure and working of the human eye, and power of accommodation, right? Yes, and importance of two eyes for vision, and action of iris on the basis of the intensity of the light, right? If we enter from bright light to the sunlight to the dim light, then what is happening, what happened, why was the reason behind that? Yes, that we have studied. Now it's homework time. what is meant by the power of accommodation of the eye. Then, why is normal eye not able to see clearly the object placed closer than 25 centimeter? And here is your activity. You have to watch YouTube videos on visual impairment and write your observation on how and which part of the eye is not working. Okay, students? Yes. Thank you. Have a very great day. Revise your lesson, all the parts that I have told you, I have taught you, and be prepared for the next class. Till then, goodbye. Bye-bye.